The Sara Ashton-Cirillo story. If you don't know her by name, once I put her up, you will. This is Sara.
hold on. Let me go get a cigarette.
Yeah, do you? This is Sara. She was recently, now I didn't know this until this story happened, but I didn't know she was officially the spokesperson for this organization. I think it's called TDF. I didn't know she was the official spokesperson for that. But apparently she was the official spokesperson, which is why it's making news that she has been suspended. I always thought this was clownish because when you watch the video she does, it's very SNL-like. I thought it was a sketch. I didn't think this was serious at first, but I guess not this particular one, but just her in general. I thought it was a sketch. But let's listen to the part that got her in trouble right here.
Russia's war criminal propagandists will all be hunted down, and justice will be served as we in Ukraine are led on this mission by faith in God, liberty, and complete liberation.
You think this is a joke? It's not, Rum. It's not.
Why do all the psychopaths have some type of God that's telling them to go and kill some people? Why don't your God tell you to stop wars and save people and
no.
Go farm some animals or some shit? What is wrong with these people?
Where's y'all God of peace? Why y'all don't have a God of peace? Only a God of war. Let's listen to this again, then we'll break it down.
Russia's war criminal propagandists will all be hunted down, and justice will be served as we in Ukraine are led on this mission by faith in God, liberty, and complete liberation.
Like I said, I it's no way for me to take this person seriously, and people who were taking her seriously, I'm gonna pray for you. I just don't understand, and I'm not even a person who prays, but you need something because this doesn't make any sense. Let's go to this tweet though. It gives a little more detail, Rome, right here. There's a thread. This is Comrade Misty. Shout out to Comrade Misty. When you're so extra, even the Nazis are like, okay, that's enough. Because she was unhinged in that video. So this is literally them. So the defense of Ukraine tweeted this. This is the announcement of Sara being suspended. Junior Sergeant Sara Ashton-Cirillo, or Cirillo, maybe it's Cirillo or Cirillo, has been suspended from the duties of spokesperson of the TDF, and the TDF is the Ukraine Territorial Defense, and it has another name. So this is an official place while an investigation is underway. And here is the breakdown. It says, in a statement of commander of the Territorial Defense for Forces of Armed Forces of Ukraine regarding some statements of the spokesperson of the TDF, Junior Sergeant Sara Cirillo. The statement of Junior Sergeant Sara Cirillo in recent days were not approved by the commander of the TDF or the commander of the AFU. When conducting military operations, the aggressor, the Defense of Forces Ukraine, strictly observed the norms of international humanitarian law. This is them trying to clean up what she said.
That's some fucking bullshit. Yeah. Ukraine literally have a kill list.
That's true.
They have a kill list.
And Wyatt Reed, who has been on the show.
So, yeah.
And to my knowledge, RBN hasn't made that kill list yet, but a lot of people we know, like Max Blumenthal, like Wyatt Reed, came on the show and was talking about how he was on the kill list. And here's the last tweet. The commander of the TDF will conduct an official investigation into the circumstances of these statements. Appropriate decisions would be taken. Sergeant Sara Ashton-Cirillo will be suspended immediately pending the investigation. Is this your first time hearing this? And did you know this person, Sara, was the official spokesperson, had an official capacity? I didn't know that.
I didn't know she was an official spokesperson, but I watch a lot of shit that's going on in the war, so her face is very familiar to me, and this is not the first time that she has said something like this. That's why I'm surprised that they suspended her, because this is like probably her 7th time being on record.
Oh, she said something crazy?
Yeah, she always get online saying some crazy shit. I remember when they had her on the front line and she was saying some of the same shit. That's why I'm like, okay, well, what's the problem now? What is the problem now? Because y'all got a little backlash on the internet. Because when she was on the front line saying the same shit that we're gonna hunt down the Russian propagandists and shit like that, they promoted her. They promoted her from the front line to a sergeant. Now she's back on the front line.
Rome, let me tell you something, bro. And I think I might have mentioned this before. Do you understand this person, Sara Ashton, almost was on RBN? Do you know that?
What?
This person, yeah, I have the DM. This person DM'd me over a year ago, maybe close to 2 years ago. Remember when I was doing the populist voice and I had all those panels and I was bringing them on RBN and back and forth? Yeah. She reached out to be one of the panel people. And I, had dialogue with her. I didn't know this was the person at the time until I went back and looked at the name. I'm like, this is the same exact person. And it was some other news, not today's news. It was some other news that dropped about her. And I was like, what? That looks like the same person that DM'd me. And that was her. This is the same. And I didn't catch it at the time because when she DM'd me, I guess I didn't know she was viral. I didn't know. I thought she was a random person. And since I didn't recognize you, like I wasn't like, wow, who is this? Wow, I can't believe you're hitting me up. Like I wasn't all in awe. I was just like, whatever. And she was like, you should Google my name. I'm known. I went viral for this, this, and this. And I was like, what? Yeah. She told me all this in a DM. But anyway, so we dodged a bullet there, not getting her on the panel. Because I can imagine freaking Vanguard. Look at RBN. They had Sara on this propagandist.
Dodged the bullet with that shit, boy.
Yeah, like she was on one of the panels. But let me read a little bit of this article. Newsweek, Ukraine suspends transgender spokesperson after fight with Republican. I don't think it's not needed to say transgender in my opinion, but this is Newsweek. This is a conservative outlet, so they're conservative, and I'm sure that's why they included it. But let's continue. Ukraine military announced on Wednesday that it has suspended a U.S.-born spokesperson while an investigation is being conducted about recent comments she made. Junior Sergeant Sara Ashton-Cirillo, who is transgender, came to Ukraine in March 2022 as a journalist, but she was inspired to enlist in the armed forces of Ukraine after witnessing the invasion launched by Russian President Vladimir Zelensky February 2022. She first served as the combat medic before being named the official spokesperson of the Territorial Defense Forces of Ukraine. Now, I'm going to pause here, and that's all really I needed to read. I don't need to really go dive much else into the story. But this is so weird how a person literally goes from wanting to be on a RBN network to being a medic over in Ukraine to now being a spokesperson in some sort of official capacity. What kind of clown show are they running?
Niggas will do whatever for fame, bro. Like they will do whatever.
Yeah, they will.
Whatever to keep that 15-minute going. But yeah, it don't surprise me, man, because a lot of people on the left look at Kyle Kalinske now. He was doing some shit for your governor.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we all know how much of a piece of shit Newsom is, So it don't surprise me when I see these people who always want a camera in front of their face or want to be in the spotlight and whatnot. I'm pretty sure she's gonna find some way to crawl back into a camera and be the voice of something again. It really don't surprise me at all.
Yeah, because when fame is your addiction, it doesn't matter what form you get the fame. So whether it was going to be on RBN or whether it was going to be, doing something else, because the thing she told me to look her up about her being viral, that was another thing. It had nothing to do with any of the things we're talking about. She was viral for a completely different thing, and that was it. She was chasing fame, and that's what this person is doing. But that's
I'm pretty sure she talked her way into being a spokesperson for Ukraine, seeing how the West is ideology wise, and we more accepting of trans views or gay views and whatnot. She probably was like, it'll be a better outlook if you was to have me reaching out and talking for Ukraine. So it would show that we have solidarity, and it'll kick back all these rumors that you guys are Nazis, that you hate women, that whatever, or you hate gay people or trans people, whatever it may be. It'd be a better outlook. But yeah, she's gonna talk her way into another piece of fame somewhere, some way. Yeah. They always do. I mean, look at Candace Owens. Candace Owens
she's one of them too.
She sued some motherfucker because of racism, and now she telling other black people and white people that racism isn't a big thing. Like, come on, man, these people ain't serious.